everyone, welcome back. It's been a hot damn minute, to be honest, but excuse all the mess behind me. I'm in the middle of moving. We're not here to talk about that, though. Aurora has brand new music. This is Aurora's new song, The Conflict of the Mind. What an interesting song title as well. And whenever Aurora drops brand new music, I literally levitate out of my chair. I'm so excited for this, so let's go. This is Aurora, The Conflict of the Mind. Super pumped for this. Let's do it. Such sorrow in the eyes. Very ethereal. An ethereal sound we're used to hearing from Aurora. Stunning. Ooh.
I remember how I'd find you, fingers tearing through the ground. Were you digging something up, or did you bury something down?
Wow,
In
nice.
your soul I found a thirst, with only salt inside your cup. In your eyes I saw a longing, while I longed to lift you up. Only when I see you cry, I feel conflicted in my mind. It fills my heart up and it breaks me at the very same time. When you open up the gates for me and leave the world behind, we find proof of love is hidden in the conflict of the mind. Don't let your spirit die. This is just a conflict of the mind. Is your heart alive? You overcome a conflict of the mind. Don't let your spirit die. This is just a conflict of the mind. Is your heart alive? You overcome a conflict of the mind. Don't let your spirit die. This is just a conflict of the mind. Is your heart alive? You overcome a conflict
A little laugh at the end. Let's leave it there. Oh, just another incredible track from Aurora. That was so multi-layered in both its production and also meaning. There was a lot to this song, and even just listening to like the lyrics of the song, it tells so much. But then to put this music video alongside it, it's so telling, so beautifully done. Wow, wow, wow. I mean, where to start? There's so much to break down. Like, there's so much packed into this song, but it's just beautiful. Let's start, like, just, I guess, with the song itself. You know, that introduction, you kind of get that da 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 da. It's almost like coming out of a daydream for me, and you're kind of like coming back into the reality of what's actually happening and how you're feeling. And we get this kind of a lot with Aurora, that, you know, that da 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 dee dee dee. Like, we get that a lot, like in smaller sections and longer sections, and definitely here, like, as a longer kind of intro into the song. And it's very much that headspace of, you know, kind of just being free in your thoughts and just thinking. And it's almost like the beginning there was pulling me back into reality of like how I actually feel and what my thoughts are. And that was wonderful. And again, as I said earlier, there's like that real ethereal sound all the way through this song. It's like floating, like almost like you're floating on a cloud, but it doesn't take away from the subtext and the importance of this song and what it's actually about. And that's what's really strong. That's what really matters here. You know, it's like almost like this fleeting thoughts that go through your mind, but it's that real inside of you, that real you. That's what's important here. And I think that's what really comes across in the song that Aurora sings there when she says stuff like, you know, I could see you like cry for a moment and I could see who you really are. And I'm really sorry that you've had to feel this pain. And it's both beautiful and awful. Awful in the sense that you're having to feel this, you're having to go through this, you're having to really kind of, you're bearing your soul right now, but you're really feeling these emotions. And obviously they can be really painful. But at the same time, there's a beauty in that. And that I'm seeing the realness of you. You know, like there's no kind of like televised view of you. There's no kind of layer that you're putting on so that people can see this perception of you and then the real you's happening behind here. It's almost like we've broken through that and I'm seeing the real you for the first time. And that's beautiful, you know, because I think there's even lyrics in there when she's saying like, thank you for letting your guard down, for letting those walls down, you know, and letting me see you, because that's a huge thing. That's a big thing. And that can be applied to so many different contexts, right? Like, be it a relationship, be it a friendship, be it like with parents. And that's very much what we got here, which I'll get to in a second with this family dynamic. But it's very much that, you know, the people that you find your peace with. And that's so important in life because sometimes people don't find that. You know, people come from all sorts of different walks of life where they never find those people that they can do that with. And I think here, like Aurora's trying to say basically, like, it's awful that, you know, you're going through this pain right now and you're feeling that, but thank you so much for allowing me to see you in your vulnerability, you know, because sometimes people don't allow that. And that's for whatever reason, and that's completely understandable. Like, that's understandable, right? Where people don't feel comfortable to be able to do that, but it's a big honor when people do that with you. It's huge because there's a level of trust there, and they know you differently from other people because they're letting you see that side of them. And that is absolutely huge. And I love that this really leans into that. And what was really interesting here with the music video and the dynamic, I guess, was that, you know, we had Aurora sitting at this dinner table and it's like, she's there, but she's not there. You know, she's kind of like narrating, she's kind of watching, almost like the Greek chorus, so to speak, of like watching this family and kind of narrating to us, the audience, talking about like the mood and the atmosphere of like what's happening here. And you see this family, we see like, you know, we see a father, we see a mother, I'm guessing anyway, we see like two children, but nobody is interacting with each other. Everyone is in their own head. And like, to start with, we see that the parents kind of with a drink, like the kids just look bored, they're just sitting there. Everyone's lost in their own thoughts and nobody is communicating. And I think that's a big, big part of this song as well, talking about, you know, we can get so lost in our own minds sometimes that we forget that ability to communicate, to share with each other. But again, it comes back to that message of only if you feel like you are able to be your true self with that person, let your guard down, are you really communicating with them. And sometimes that doesn't need words. Sometimes when you just show and just bare your soul with pure emotion like that, that's communication. And that's saying so many things without saying any words at all. And I think that kind of leans into this here. And it's, you know, we get into our family dynamic or sometimes friendships or whatever it may be with people that we may see every day, like work colleagues, whatever it may be. But we really don't know each other because we've never had that proper communication. And it seems like this here where this family are not communicating. They're going through the motions of being a family, but there's no communication there. And like, even towards the end there, like when everything changed on the dinner table, and we saw like there was all of these desserts that were out, like jellies and everything like that, which is a really interesting choice of dessert as well. How jelly has like an outer wobbly layer, and there's things hidden inside of the jelly as well, which I thought was a really interesting choice for that, like within this song. And then the birthday cake, the mother brought that out, put it down, and then you saw like the son obviously got up and started blowing out the candles, which I almost thought he was going to get them all, but he did. He got the last one just in time there. But they just watched him do it. And again, it's like going through the motions of that. Like the other child didn't move, the father didn't move at all. It was like the mother doing that, and then the kid obviously trying to blow out the candles, and he did. And, you know, it's almost like that wish of, I wonder what happened there. Like, what was going through his mind of, like, what was the wish that the child was wishing for? Because at that point, that's when he came alive. And it is that recognition of the mother is remembering it's my son's birthday, but putting the cake down, blow out the candles. And that was just a really interesting dynamic. And this whole music video plays beautifully into my interpretation of the meaning of the song anyway. And all the way through the song, like, I love, like, those kind of, like, the do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. And it was beautiful through my earphones. Like, this is not an advertisement, but just the way the sound like moved between each ear, and then like the way the sound like went up and then came back down at one point, that was beautiful. Such an interesting stylistic choice. And that was wonderful. And I really, really, really recommend, if you are going to listen to this song, please use earphones, because there's so much in there that I really would have missed had I just listened to it on the computer. Like, so much. The layering in this song of like the background vocals that Aurora puts in there, like her beautiful voice, which is layering over everything as well. And then there's just beautiful vocalizing as well, which you guys know is one of my absolute favorite things that Aurora does, is vocalizes. And if you're missing out on that, you're only getting half the song. So really, really do listen to this with headphones, and like headphones that allow you to hear like the whole sound space, because it really does cater for that. And things move from like the left ear to the right ear, which was stunning. It was just truly wonderful. And again, Aurora's beautiful vocal there. It was a lot more kind of straightforward here to start with, where it's like talking about these different emotions, these feelings, like telling you kind of the story as well, without like directly telling you a story, but still storytelling in that beautiful way. Just wonderfully done, as always, by Aurora. That beautiful kind of slide up as well with her vocal, which was really wonderful. That was stunningly done. We know that Aurora's got a fantastic higher range, and she really let her voice sit in that higher range in this song as well. It was wonderful. Just that main kind of slide as she slid up into it was wonderful. She does it so damn well. And then we heard that beautiful lower register. She's kind of like going back into that da 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 da, just like slipping up and down through the notes there. Wonderful. Bringing that ethereal, that drifting kind of feel to the song as well, in meaning with the context. That's one thing about Aurora, is everything that she does within a song, it's thought about, it's meaningful, it has some type of impact, and it's building together. It's one piece that builds together this giant kind of piece, which is the song in total. Everything is chosen specifically towards that, and you can really, really hear this in the song. It's just wonderful. You can imagine like having this on in the background, just like, you know, chilling out, listening, but as well, like if you want to kind of tune into that deeper meaning of the song, it's there to enjoy. And I love like just this end part as well, like this panning in of Aurora's face there, like over across the dinner table, like past the parents. And like really, we as the audience, we are looking at these members of the family. They're not looking at us. Our only communication, our only method of seeing this is through Aurora. She's the only one who's looking at us. And we're communicating with these people who aren't communicating with each other, and we're not communicating with them, but yet we're watching their life. And that's so fascinating. That's such a metaphor for so many things, be it reality TV, like whatever it may be. Like we feel like we know these people, but we don't know them, right? And like the only source of connection that we had through this is through Aurora. And of course, like, you know, she's the artist, she's telling us the song, of course she is, and Aurora's fantastic. But it's just further highlighting that we have this connection because we're looking at each other. Aurora's telling us all about this song, about the bearing of emotions, how beautiful that is, and letting you see the real you. And we've seen these people, but we don't know them because we can't see the real them. And that was so beautifully done. So I want to say a big thank you to everybody who kept coming over to my channel and reminding me that Aurora has new music out. Believe me, as soon as new music drops, I am always there. And this is another incredible song by Aurora. Oh, honestly, like all of this talk I'm reading about, like new album possibly dropping like this year, which is super exciting because wow. And like these new little songs that we're getting as well, just everything. I am really, really excited for this. But I will say as well, I really, really hope that we do get some tastes of like step 1 and step 2 from Aurora as well, because there's some beauty in there, right? You know, like in a different kind of human and like everything like that. There's just some beauty in that classic Aurora. And I really hope that we get to bring some of that sound back to this new album as well, this forthcoming album, because I'm super excited. But as well, I'm just excited to see what she does, because every time Aurora puts pen to paper, puts her fingers on the keys and just writes new music, there's something incredible there. And like, honestly, just whatever she puts her mind to, it's just genius. So I'm super excited for this. But what did you think of Aurora and her brand new song, The Conflict of the Mind? You know what to do by now. Please leave me comments down below with your thoughts. And if you have any other suggestions that I haven't gotten to yet by the incredible Aurora, please leave those down below as well. Do remember to check out my Aurora playlist where I have all of the reactions in there. So you might be thinking, I'll request this song. Do check out the playlist first, because I have them all in there. If you like the video, please give it a thumbs up. Please come and subscribe to the channel if you don't already, and make sure you hit that bell icon as well. It's the fastest way to get new notifications when a brand new video like this drops. So I want to say a big thank you again, everyone, for reminding me that this exists, for coming over to the channel. Oh, it really, really, really does mean a lot to me that you guys, whenever anything Aurora happens, you let me know straight away, because I'm always on it, and I love this. I love the community that we build around this channel, all about Aurora and the other artists that I react to. And believe me, something else Aurora related is coming up very shortly, so make sure you check out that one. But until next time, take care.